Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Metaphor. Now remember how last time I said that we were probably going to be spending our time bathing? Well, turns out that's not an option, because I guess there's a storm going on outside? Yeah, you know, fair enough, maybe, although, that being said, somehow the idea of sitting in that hot bathtub while the storm is raging around doesn't seem completely unappealing to me, but maybe that's just me. Anyway, second best option, I suppose, is spending time with Stroll. When we travel like this, sometimes it feels like I can see my hometown on the horizon. I'm admittedly intrigued by the idea of an inheritance, but going back there is a weight on my heart. Yeah, but I should talk to him again once we're back in town. Yeah, well, I mean, I know, but I know I shouldn't overthink it, but all this sitting around leaves me with little else to do. Sometimes it's best to clear your mind and focus on a single task. Want to hone our weapons? Ah, yes. Yeah. I don't know how much we're gonna be getting out of this. If it's gonna be the full four coins. Well, I say full four, but we've seen at least one example where we got 5? Was it 5 or even 6? I don't even remember. For debating Glodell. I suppose that's kind of a different case. But yeah, the most we've seen for a regular activity has been 4, right? Anyway, so it's not like I know that anything else is going to be better for us. Let's have a look at your blade then. Sure, the weather's improved too. What? No, it hasn't. Let's do this out on the deck. Okay, sure, we cannot take a bath, but conveniently, as soon as we start talking to Stroll, the weather gets better. Oh well. Naturally, it's important to sharpen one's blade, but one must take special care of its tip. The tip's more effective when facing off against armored opponents, to pierce gaps in the armor rather than slashing at them. That really depends on the weapon, but I guess it's true for swords.
That being the case...
That all said, what's the most important quality of the sword for that manner of attack? The sharpness of the point, the lightness of the blade, the sturdiness of the hilt. What? I mean, we're talking about the tip, so...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. That seemed so obvious that I almost didn't pick it. That's right. For gaps in armor, the thinner and sharper the better. My father always said that, and I always think of it when doing sword maintenance. It's not really like you can change much about that during maintenance. That's pretty much determined upon, you know, forging, but sure. Stroll's fighting spirit seems even more bolstered now. I feel my courage has increased. That is 4. Okay. Which... It is enough. We're fearless now. Okay, amazing. That means we can now talk to Alonso? Wait, no. No, it's Brigitta, which I'm honestly even happier about. Alonso was wisdom. I'm intrigued by him. But he gave us that weird jester archetype, right? Which, yeah, it's intriguing, but... Yeah, not in a I want to use this kind of way. Whereas Brigitta is just solid all around, and, you know, I'm genuinely invested in her storyline. Anyway, we'll be able to see more of this now. Are we gonna need even more courage or more of something else to bring it to its conclusion? We'll see. But we can continue it next time we're free. Yes. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Also, we're fearless at rank 3 out of 5, so what else is going to come after that? I guess we'll find out maybe eventually. For nobles, a sword is ornamental. Still, my father emphasized the importance of its practical use. Indeed, as a child I was lost around a sword. Learning those lessons back then is how I can fight alongside you today. I'm constantly reminded of how indebted I am to my parents. Right.
Time marches on,
50,000 mag,
and the age of a new king.
Although things are pretty
nearer.
expensive these days, so it's not going to last us as long as one might think.
What to pick?
Okay, we're on the road. Can we take a look at the map? I suppose we can from here. Oh yeah, we should be coming across that, well...
Let's see.
That point of interest? I mean, maybe. It's pretty much equidistant from this path here, as well as the one connecting the tomb and the forest. So, who knows if it's gonna pop up now or when we travel that other path. Anyway, it doesn't look like there's anything else coming up.
You
You're gonna
see?
still be saying the same thing. Yeah. Well, we cannot do any more cooking, but I'm gonna double check just in case. I mean, we can cook, just nothing new. AKA nothing interesting. Finisher noodles. Yeah, well, that's such luck. What was this? Pantry? Oh, we can't enter here. Did I know that?
What's this?
Oh, there's some mellow milk and fragrant spice. I wonder who brought them here. I could use them for cooking. Really? You can just get free stuff like that? Could I have been getting free stuff but just checking? Dang it.
All right.
Wait. Use the toilet now. If it's an option, I mean, you should occasionally, I suppose.
Right.
I feel refreshed after spending some time in the bathroom. Okay.
Got it.
Now that I'm a candidate, it's important to be well groomed. Oh, yes. Maybe not necessarily, as we're heading into a dungeon. We gained 100 XP from showering. The cold water helped me organize my thoughts. Okay, so these are things I should have been doing every possible opportunity. Good to know. A bit late, but better late than never, I suppose. Okay. One of these days I'm kind of interested in just sleeping, unless you can rest in the Gauntlet Runner's sleeping quarters. Time will pass, but your virtues won't improve at all. Ah. I feel like I've seen a pop-up about sleeping before, but thanks for reminding me, game. So we could plant, we could read.
All right.
Yeah, no one... There are no actual follower events. Where is everybody, actually? Well, it doesn't seem like anyone's available for anything, so we want wisdom if at all possible. Which one was it? I guess wisdom might not be available here, unfortunately. I forget what these are. It's imagination. I mean, everything's useful, but if wisdom was an option, that would be good. Bygone days, that's tolerance, right? Yeah. Future of magic. Oh, it is wisdom, because it's so complicated. Okay. So it might not make us wiser because of its contents, just because it requires some concentration, some focus to actually read the complicated language. Hey, sure. I guess we'll do that.
What's that?
Sustainable magical living. What is he getting at? Anyway, the first chapter is called Thinking About Fuel in the Magical Future. All things considered, our world is still primitive, foolishly relying on wood and fire to warm and feed its people.
Let's see.
This wood we burn makes smoke, and the smoke pollutes the atmosphere and destroys life beyond our cities. Combustible fuels must be prohibited by law. I mean, that is pretty progressive, especially considering at this stage of civilization in this world. That is far from actually being a problem. But I mean, kudos for him for realizing that so far ahead, so long before it actually becomes any kind of problem. If only we had that kind of foresight. I mean, I'm sure someone did. It's not like, even now that we know full well what's happening, anyone's making any real effort. Anyone who could is making any real effort to stop it. Oh well. And the void left there is where magic comes in. The void left there is where magic comes in, it says. In other words, he wants to do everything with magic instead of firewood. What do you think? I mean, it won't work for everyone. People come before nature. I mean, to an extent, but also no people at all without nature. So, in the long term, I think it's a good idea, honestly.
Sure.
I get that burning lots of wood is bad for the air, but if we banned it, how would people without igniters cook and stay warm? I mean, ban it as in ensure that it's no longer necessary, of course, not just, you know, prohibited by law, and then everyone is, you know, free to figure out how to actually live that way for themselves. I was kind of, well, okay, that was my mistake, is just assuming that to be a given, but then I forgot that, you know, I forgot who wrote that book. Gallican, I didn't quite see eye to eye, but I still feel like I've gained a little wisdom, so I picked the wrong option, and thus I only got 3.
Well,
I think I might have only gotten 3 either way, and the next time I'm gonna continue reading the same book, it's gonna give me more. People's lives in the present are important, but so is the future. I think we should treat both with the respect they deserve. Yeah, exactly. There's still more left to read in the book, yes. Maybe we will actually get a chance
we could
on
stop
this
for
very
a
trip.
break.
Ahoy, break time, chums! There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there, yes, please.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at a spectacular waterfall northwest of Brylehaven, the Peregrine Falls. The water cascading down from the river between the canyons is among the kingdom's finest vistas, thanks in part to the monuments carved into rocky cliffs. Is the rumbling echo simply the water plummeting into the basin below? Or the roar of the Mage King?
What Mage King? What? Wow, okay. Peregrine Falls.
This?
What could this be? Yet again, it seems we've found ourselves within the most peculiar of places. Something is just barely visible beyond the waterfall's veil. A statue, perhaps? Well, yeah, it's a creepy face. Actually, multiple creepy faces. Huh. Must be. They look like faces, but why would anyone go through all the trouble of carving something like that behind a waterfall?
besides,
And aren't their expressions kind of scary? It's like they're dying. They look intimidating. Yes. I don't know. Their paint expressions make it look as though they're just moments away from death. Drowning, perhaps. It must be difficult to carve the rock in a place like this. Just whose face could that be anyway?
Mayhap.
Just perhaps the likeness of one of the old hero kings? I believe a legend involving the Mage King is set within this region. I'd not question it if you told me this was all created with the Mage King's magic. They say he mastered immensely powerful forces, which he used to protect his people. I cannot help but think, what would drive someone to go to such great lengths to carve such a terrifying monument upon these stones? As a warning, perhaps?
What's that about?
Maybe they wanted to warn us of something. You may be right. For all his power, the Mage King suffered great misfortunes throughout his final years. Perhaps this serves as a warning to those who would follow him. Power closes as many doors as it opens. Regardless of the intent with which you wield it, you may yet become feared and ostracized. That's kind of sad when you think about it. When you put it that way, it almost feels like the roar of the waterfall is meant to represent the Mage King's cries of anguish.
Yes.
If that is indeed true, then we may best honor those sentiments by etching this place within our memory. Oh my god. We may think on it more, but it is time we return to the runner. After contemplating the Mage King's lament, I feel that my wisdom has grown. Heck yeah.
Alright.
Nice. It's probably not enough, but we're getting very, very close here. Okay. Pretty sure that one more increase should be enough.
Hello.
While the peculiarities of these waterfalls are up for debate, their majesty is not. I've made a nice little record of this site. Do take it with you. I'll give this drawing to Maria later. I headed back to the runner, imagining the surprised expressions that would appear on her face when I tell her about this place. Multiple surprise expressions?
Their destination is the Tomb of Lament, found north of Oceania. Interred beneath the earth here lie the victims of a terrible epidemic. It is said the lamentations of the lost echo throughout. disfiguring the somber burial ground into a mass grave for criminals and the kinless. The vindictive spirits conjure restless monsters. And it is here that the Gauntlet Runner comes to an uneasy halt.
Great. Sounds like a very inviting place.
Now then.
Well, this is the tomb we've been looking for, is it not? What is our next course of action?
That...
We defeat the monster in the back and retrieve the Chalice of Legends. They say there's a ghost in there, but do you think that's really it? I mean, yes. If it's a Fatal Lich, I mean, if you want to call that a ghost, it's close enough, I suppose. We've been fighting those kinds of creatures before, of course. Apparently this one fights together with the Chimera type. One is weak to light, the other to wind, so we should ensure that ideally everyone has both of those elements available, which should be doable. And this was also the place that has another... what's it called? Minotaur, basically. That is weak to piercing. And also we should... Wait, was it this one? Or no, I think that might... I might be confusing that with the ogre in the tower. That one you should dispel its buffs before it's or as it's preparing its super attack to significantly weaken it. Or maybe it was the Gotaros, I think was the name. We'll see. Yeah, think back on the Grand Cathedral with Zorba and his profane arts. We witnessed specters that could easily bear such a label. That's also true, yeah. It is likely, if not certain, that people have simply mistaken the true nature of this monstrosity.
Well,
I can understand why people might wish the dead could return, but let's find this thing and put an end to the rumors.
Also...
I've heard of weapons and ancient treasures being buried in these places, but they're probably off the main path.
My thanks.
Achatua, we follow you lead. Of course you do. I'm the captain. Just a second, I sensed something. Ah, yes, of course, this is also the location of another relic. Is there something there?
So, hey,
It was only for a moment, but I thought I sensed one of the relics Neurus is looking for. Make sure you don't miss any treasure chests, okay? Not on my watch. A monster desecrating a place of rest. We cannot abide this threat to the dead's peace. I've already finished preparing, just give the word. Memorandum? Okay. Normally I would object to disturbing the dead, but these graves will know no peace if that monster is not slain. I've made my preparations. Good, good.
Hey, so,
A graveyard, skeletons. Reminds me of the Grand Cathedral. I know there may be treasures here, but let's be judicious. Shall we go in? Of course we shall. We have Tomb of Lament, of course. A quiet cemetery northwest of Brilehaven, built to mourn the children that died to a local epidemic, one that mostly claimed young lives in its passing. As the years passed, however, it came to be used as a cemetery for criminals with no next of kin. Anecdotal reports speak of passers-by hearing shrill and feeble cries, unmistakably children's voices, which has earned it a reputation as the Tomb of Lament. Ah, lovely. Also, I guess, an entry on the Peregrine Falls. A large waterfall that cascades through a marshland northwest of Brilehaven. On the rock wall behind its waters are giant carvings of a man's face, but there are no records of whose face it is, or why the structure was built. Some theorize that the carvings depict the historical Mage King and that they serve some sort of magical function. The truth remains unclear. The truth is somewhere in between. Or something. Okay, let's see here. Equipment. I think Achatua is already perfectly prepared. Well, at least for the main boss. As in, we have Holy Magic, of course, and we inherited Cyclo. So, yeah, that's ideal. You probably have neither. Yeah. Wait, inherited... Oh, we have Hama, and we actually can give him Wind. So... yeah, we're gonna do that, I suppose. And otherwise leave his class intact for now. With you, you have only one inherited skill, which is not ideal. I mean, we can and probably will use her Magic Knight for that Good Towers fight. In fact, we don't really have that many options for piercing damage, but we do have her and the Gunner at the very least. In fact, we can just change multiple people to Gunners. And then at least we can hit the weakness. Maybe we get some nice synergies as well. Yeah. I mean, we can just figure something out before we actually face the boss. Assassin has only fire equipped right now. I mean, I'm gonna switch him to something else. Yeah, he should have the highest gunner rank anyway. So for the Taurus, I'm gonna switch him to gunner, and for again for the Fatal Lich, I'm gonna switch to something else. For now, we can just stay as we are, I think. And technically my goal is to make money, so... I mean, I kind of want to switch to Merchant. But I can always do that after I'm done clearing the dungeon, depending on how farmable it seems. I mean, there's the forest coming up, right? And if it's anything like the Goblin or the Goborn forest, then that one might be the ideal area, depending on, you know, the number and size of enemy groups and how one-shottable they are. Yeah. I'm suspecting that that's going to be
Okay,
a better farming place
Let's go.
than a, you know, labyrinth. A more or less maze-like regular dungeon. Okay, immediately we're getting teased with something here. Oh, we're also being attacked by something. Hello? What the? Oh, it's just a mimic. Wait, what do we want against mimics? Oh, I don't remember at all. Also, why is this mimic just attacking us openly? Who knows?
This is our chance! Forward!
I think it's weak to holy. Effects of inclement weather. Ah, if you enter a dungeon when the weather is bad, enemies become stronger. Ah, right. Stronger enemies grant more experience, but you will not receive a turn icon bonus when striking their weakness? Oh, right. That's bad. Wait, that's really bad. Oh no. Huh, well. Okay, we're here now, so it's what it is. Yeah, weak to holy, alright. Weak to holy and actually resistant to dark, so definitely don't use that. But, that being said, I mean, we want to steal. Blast Waterstone, awesome. Yeah, we definitely need those. I mean, who needs extra turn icons when we can just kill this thing? No problem.
A halfway decent result.
Okay. Where's the mechanism for... Oh, no. It's gonna open from the other side, of course. I wonder, is that also going to open up the remaining closed up little cells there? Maybe. Oh, is that the Gotaro? I guess so. Huh? Why am I stuck here? Okay. There's a crawl space. Can we get any info on him? I mean, obviously, we haven't encountered one as a normal enemy, so we wouldn't really know anything. No. Well, if it's right there... okay, hold on. Let me actually check the info we got. Wait. Oh, Tuneful Man. Yes.
Want in on this?
Fatal Lich. Yep.
Just between us.
Dark Magic. Wind. Light.
No kidding.
Guptaros. Right. Incredibly strong after it builds up its power. Weak to spears and bows. Okay, so that's not the one. Yeah, I guess it must have been the Forsaken Tower Ogre then.
Want in on this?
Orgus, rather.
Us.
Keep your defenses up. Remove its buff before its next attack. Rampage won't be so bad. But it's still gonna rampage, so... Yeah. Okay. Okay, well... Let us... switch to something more suitable. Gunner rank 11. Yes. Didn't we have something better than the Damascus bow? I'll check that in a moment. Not getting any weakness hits is rough. I mean, we're definitely not... definitely not getting this guy... Oh wait, what damage type is the commander's weapon? Is that piercing, maybe? Probably not. My god. Why am I so... scatterbrained. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, we're not getting bonus actions, so yeah, we're not getting a one-turn victory here. Probably, unless this thing is somehow significantly weaker than, you know, the previous one. It's piercing damage, okay. Yeah, I don't know how that makes sense. That does not look like a piercing weapon. I mean, it doesn't look like a weapon at all. It's a hand signal. Yeah, I don't know exactly how that works. I guess it's already a better one than the basic. Yeah, okay. Automatically increases hit rate and evasion at the start of combat. I mean, that's good. I'm not sure it's gonna make a big difference here. Also, what do we even have? Not much. I guess I haven't bothered to inherit any skills on this guy. But our basic attack... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if we're not gonna get bonuses for hitting his weakness anyway. What kind of synthesis are we getting? Blaster Bust Maneuver, Extreme Fire Magic Damage to all enemies. Well, I mean, what I really need, I suppose, is ideally 2 super strong single target... Yeah, like this. With Warrior, Brawler, Berserker. Okay, I mean... We should be able to hit this with, well, with her and Stroll, obviously. Vorpal Blade. Yeah, that's also nice. Gunner gets Wild Barrage. Back row? Right, he's not currently in the back row. Also, we would need another gunner for this. Mania Bullet. Heavy physical pierce damage to one enemy. Inflicting a weakness. This would be nice. Oh, but for that we need a thief. Or faker. You know what? I don't know that commander is going to do much for us here. But how about the faker? Honestly, why not? And those are... Ah, fire damage. Interesting. And normally they would be piercing. Okay, hold on. What do we have? Faker's Roguery. Free juggling. Weak physical almighty damage to all enemies without consuming MP. Right, but it does take 2 turn icons. Yeah, okay. We'll see how this goes, I guess. No! Holy crap, dude. Well, that's a great start. That's not what I meant to do. No way out of this. Guard duty. Oh wow, it actually happened. Wow, and we get a miss as well. Well, too bad all of our luck is already used up here. There's no way out of this? I mean, surely it's technically possible to escape, right? We're just getting unlucky. Takes aim and charges. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Totally possible. Just Just the way he turned around immediately. Holy, what? What is this attack? What? That's the freaking Joker Faker attack? Is it even possible to... Oh my god. That's the worst. Oof. And the back row too? I don't think that matters in this case. Well, this is tough. Okay, at least we escaped immediately. Can you not lock on? Wait, am I locked on? I cannot tell. Also, oh god, this is so bad. So horrible. It doesn't seem possible at all to get him to stagger. With the Mimic it worked just fine. So I don't think this is an effect of the bad weather making enemies stronger, right? Oh god. Like, how does it work against these guys? Okay, well that explains that, or that answers that, I suppose. Hey kiddo, have you been keeping your guard up? Not really, no.
What?
Ah, it's a talking tooth again. Any more good advice, Toothy? If you guard, enemies won't get an extra action even if they chomp you with a weakness. On top of that, status elements won't bite you either. Actually, that's good to know or to be reminded of. Pretty sure we technically learned that at some point. But you can't dodge attacks when you're guarding. Take it from me, I'm a wisdom tooth. You'll love it. So good luck and keep your guard up. Not guarding? Why, that's indefensible. Okay, stop it. Also, party, no, formation. Where's my back row? I guess? There. And where's that guy? There he is. I'm not locked on. Nope. Okay, wait, going from the back was the key here. That's a very heavy hit, nice, okay. Well, we're gonna have to go with synthesis attacks, so... Gonna go with that one. It's too bad about the, you know, not getting any extra actions, or else we might actually be able to do this, depending on how much damage we deal here. I mean, that's good damage. Oh, and unfortunately, we unlocked him. If I skip turn now, are we gonna get a small turn icon that I can still use for a synthesis? I think so. Yes. So we can do this. Increase their attack. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter who we synthesize with, unless attack power is a concern. I don't know. But yeah, I can't skip right now because I would otherwise... I'm currently using the small turn icon, right? I would prefer to skip to Hulkenberg, of course, for the piercing attack, but the enemy is currently weak. Yeah, it's just... He's debuffed. He's weak to... Right, he's temporarily weak to all physical attacks. So this would even give us a weakness hit if, you know. Oh, if it wasn't bad weather, and he's almost dead too. Dodge, please. Oh, wow, we could almost do this. We can... I'm gonna retry, because I feel like we can actually almost do this. Almost the same damage there. If we had just dealt a bit more damage with the initial attack. See? Like that. Could that possibly be enough? It could be. If only we could get Hulkenberg to attack. That would be amazing. So I feel that would be better damage. Ah, that might have been less damage than last time. Ah, it seems like turn order is predetermined, unfortunately. Ah, so close. Wait, he lost his turn due to stun. He didn't last time. Oh, I completely forgot that we that we had the ambush damage, ambush bonus as well, where we just got unlucky last time that we woke him up. It was actually just GG. Wow. I was worried for absolutely no reason there. Nice. No problem whatsoever. That being said, the Joker, Faker, you know, whatever, same thing. Kinda sucks, to be honest. That kicking attack is ridiculous. And not in a good way. So, yeah, let's... wait. Actually, we were working on Cleric. Yeah. Right. Okay, Swordmaster, fine. Magic Knight, fine. We're gonna go back to Assassin, I think. Yes, and worry about everything else later, if at all. Okay, still an easy one-shot. Why are we getting bonus XP? Oh, is that... wait. Is that something... the Cleric does? Recovers HP each time a support attack lands in overworld combat. Now, what are we getting a bonus for? Or is that a follower bonus? I don't remember, man. Anyway, there was, I mean, the guide mentioned a single one Guptaros specifically. Oh, we were in here before. Stop it! I'm getting stuck on my comrades. Not a fan of that. Ah, that's how you get to this. Okay. Superior briny light armor. Alright. What's the map say? This was the only way to go, right? Yes. Yeah, wait. So actually we had to go through the Guptars, or I guess use one of these cells to duck into and dodge him. I mean, honestly, if we had not been the level that we are, a level 35 enemy like that,
What is
it
it?
could have been a real problem. Have you come to exercise the ghosts here? I wouldn't chance it unless you're confident, which we are. Those bloody ghosts like to summon monsters halfway through the fight, and after that, they'll cast powerful dark magic as an extra treat. Be careful.
That's...
Sounds like a pain. If one shows up, we should prioritize defeating it right away. I mean, I think that's what those lich enemies did that we fought in that other dungeon. You know. Taking them on's your prerogative, but watch yourself. Nothing funny about a ghost hunter becoming a ghost. Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about us. Oh no. Well, that being said... oh, there are so many more of them. Yikes. Well, it's good to know that I was absolutely worrying about nothing, right? We should still be good. We just need to make sure that he doesn't wake up from his stun and... removes buff... wait, removes buff effects! Oh, this is perfect! Yeah, we can actually just go with this party composition. For the boss fight, we just... no, wait, for the Orgus, whatever. So no boss effects to remove here. Wait, do we get any useful synergies? No. Not from you. Uh-oh. Not from you. Oh no, wait. Okay, just for science. Ah, we do get with her, yeah, between her and Stroll, we get the leap thrust. Which is good. Is that gonna be enough? I mean, that's very good damage. And he's now weakened. What's there to steal? Knight's Bracelet. Is that good? I don't know. Apparently we've seen it before? Ah, maybe you haven't seen it as a drop. I don't know. I guess I'll try to steal it. And we get another Didn't steal it, did we? Well, we get another round of attacks now, so I think we should just be good. Yeah, he woke up, but that's to be expected. Synthesis? Nope, no synthesis. Oh wait, he is weak to Bliss, apparently. Oops, my bad. So we can go Bleed Thrust again, it's just gonna kill him. Yeah, it's not even that expensive. Okay.
To ever greater heights. Excellent. I've grown more powerful.
Congratulations. Ah, okay. That's gotta be the relic for Nuras. So is it just the old... Hey there. Oh no. Oh no. Is it just the old use the crawl space from the neighboring cell kind of trick? Because it kind of feels like that's gonna be what it is. Couldn't steal? Wait. That's not acceptable. There we go. That's more like it. Wait, do I totally need to switch my party formation again, by the way. Nice damage.
A halfway decent result. I have retained my edge.
Curse Chant may inflict hex on all enemies. Okay, and no crawl space. Alright, never mind. Maybe there's a lever to open... Oh, wait. I can see it. Oh, but we haven't been there. Is there a crawl space over there somewhere? There's not. Oh, but is it just here then? Oh, sneaky. Alright. And this corridor is just completely empty? Apparently so. Also, before I forget again, party, front row, back row, I suppose. I kind of wish switching to a different archetype would just put it into a default row. Wouldn't that make sense? I mean,
Let's take it and move on.
Gypsum cube. Oh, okay. Nice. That'll do. Rarely is my curiosity piqued by something inedible, yet the stone does indeed possess a most mystifying quality. Wait, do you think that might be one of those relics that Nuris was talking about? We should take it back to him and ask. Yes. Indeed we should. No convenient shortcut out of here, alright. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. In my mind, it... You know, automatically switching rows for characters based on what... Oh no, again. Oh no! What? That's what I get for... You know, trying to cut it close. Ah, screw this. Oh, come on. Yeah, in my mind, you know, automatically switching rows based on archetypes you switch to makes just as much sense, or honestly makes more sense than just retaining your rank through changes like that, when obviously you would only ever really want someone in the back row when they're, you know, a caster or otherwise specifically a ranged attacker. I suppose I can just top everyone off like this, which is still a bit cheaper than using the party heal spell.
Let's take them all out!
Take them all out, all one of them. Nice. At least we seem to have a pretty decent success rate for stealing at this point, which you would expect, giving our significant buffs to agility. And we're getting more blessed water as well, right? I completely forgot that stealing the rare item doesn't mean that it can't also drop as a drop. It's pretty amazing. Local good tower is back there. Nothing in here. So we're gonna wait the ambush. Still no crawl space from this side. So I guess the chest next door is acquired some other way. Alright,
give it my all.
easy enough. We got the good ambush damage as well. What was the play here? Suppose we could always do this. Decreases hit and evasion. What were we doing? Wait. Also, what's your weakness again? Weak to ice. Right, and piercing, of course. I mean, it almost doesn't matter, I would say. Well, debuffing can't hurt. And damage is okay as well. As long as we don't wake him up, everything's fine. That said, pass. Yeah, because now he gets his turn, which is fine. Right, he can even use Blizz. And then we get Hulkenberg Synthesis, Sleep Thrust. And he's still stunned. So we just win. That's what I like to see. Oh, that's not great damage at all, actually. Wait. 423. Your damage is not going to be great. But you don't really have any... Oh, no, this is a gamble. If I put you in the front row, which I do like this. Okay. I always want to press left or right on the D-pad because... Well, I don't know. It seems to make sense to me. But it's up or down, of course. How much damage is this going to be? 69. Just somehow better... Oh, wait. Am I stupid? No, I'm not. Not in this case. Yeah, somehow better than Heisma's damage? How does that even make any sense? Oh, she's gonna hit the weakness, so surely this is enough. Yeah. Just barely, but, you know, good enough. Oh, Giant's Rib! Huge! Wait.
They
These
chose
guys
the
took
wrong
Giant's
opponent.
Ribs, I didn't even realize. That's one down. One more to go, right? Unless we...
To ever greater heights!
Maybe we even got one from one of the previous ones. Did we, perhaps? Did we, perchance? We did not, so we have one. Need one more. There is a fancy chest, but we can already see where we would have to come from to get that one. Which is right over there. Hello. Nice try, Archer. Right. Already grabbed this one. We're still just following the only path that there was. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hi there. Wait. Where's that other path? Okay, right. Just gonna take a bit of a more roundabout approach. These are definitely gonna open up. Yeah, there's a crawl space right there. Uh-oh. I mean, it's just skeletons. They're all one-shottable, of course, but... Is this just a trip? A trip? A trap? Trip trap? Oh, they... Okay, yeah. No further... Ouch. Ouch. Indication or... warning? My god. Okay, I'm just... Yeah, I'm just... running headlong into these guys, which are not dealing any damage to me? Wait. I have literally taken 0 damage. Somehow. Okay. I'll take it. Is that maybe the way forward? I suppose we don't know, but we know which way is the way to the treasure. Which is this one. Also, more treasure. Blink Basilards. Oh, wait. Basilards. Oh, for the Faker. Right. Never mind then. I forget that this game's version of Assassin is more like, I don't know, a ninja type East Asian assassin, I suppose, using katana.
Nice.
Amazing.
Spider Lily Katana, speaking of which, increases dark attack strength. I mean, I guess. And I think the attack power is actually really good as well. But yeah, that melee attack against the Guptara was concerningly weak. Like, why is that? He's in the front row. Oh yeah, that is a significant damage increase for sure. Normal attacks inflict sleep. I mean, that's nice. We barely ever use basic attacks though, so, you know. I think it's not too much of a loss. Definitely not for a 50-point attack increase, which should affect skills, I think. Although maybe not, I don't know. Crawl space through here. Looks like it's all gonna connect to the same place, ultimately. Maybe not, though, actually. Wait. Wait a second. Am I missing something? I think I see another Guptara there, so that's good. Another chance for a Giant's Rip. In fact, I mean, if I really want to ensure that I'm gonna get at least one more for cooking purposes, I should save before attacking the next one. Assuming these don't respawn. I'm assuming they won't. It's kind of special enemies. I don't know. Yes, they might. Briny threads. Huh. Am I stupid? Oh, there was a staircase up. I am stupid, I guess. Also, red enemy icon on the map? Is that actually another Guptara's? Yeah, totally. What? Wait, so not only do they come back... Yeah, okay, they even respawn while we're playing. Fascinating. Okay. Well, I suppose in that case I don't need to worry about saves coming until we get the dropping one. Yep, we're definitely facing more of them. It's a good thing we can take them out reliably in one round.
Let's give him a fight.
Okay. And does it say? Yeah, totally does say Giant's Rip is a normal drop. I just was so focused on the red drop that I didn't even notice that. Okay. So... let's see how much damage this deals. Just for fun. Okay, that's decent, but unfortunately he woke up, so that's a no-go. Got less damage this time around, but, I mean, it really shouldn't matter. Or is it... was it this one that I used? No, that's good damage. So never mind. Right, we're gonna swap, we're gonna use Blizz. We're gonna use Leap Thrust and hope he doesn't wake up, which he didn't. And now... we attack again? Okay, it's 100 damage, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Guillotine Blade. Crit. And for good measure, the weakness hit that works.
Not bad.
Okay, get another level up,
I
some
feel
ranks
stronger.
up. Luck increase, sure. More strength. Not helping with our current archetype. In fact... maybe go for agility 20? I don't know. Nah, let's keep pumping that strength. Okay, we're back on this floor. We see our ultimate goal up there. Back here, we just wanna... I mean, we've collected all the treasure we've seen so far. Oh. Really? You've turned blue. We still get a very significant amount of rewards for you, though. Wow. Okay. That's going to give us a treasure. Matter Break Hammer. That sounds amazing, but it's really just... I forget. It removes an enemy's, like, physical attack protection skill or something along those lines. Karn or whatever it's called. This looks... I would say this looks like a boss room, but I mean, the game does not usually make me just run into such rooms unprepared. It's typically pretty good about giving me more warnings than should be necessary, really, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Anyway, yeah, that unlocked all of that. Not this, but I was thinking that there's probably just a crawl space from here. Yep. Sure enough. It's an opal. More money. We'll take it. Speaking of which, we're up to 8,000. So honestly, we haven't really made a whole lot of money so far. Oh god. Okay. Hero's Fruit, still levels up. Wonderful, wonderful. That goes back down to a place we have absolutely no idea about. Hold on, before we do that, which might be the way forward, how about up here? Looks like we're gonna be opening up another... Yeah, we're definitely gonna be opening up another shortcut from all the way back there. Oh. Okay, we got the local gold beetle here. But otherwise, nothing we can do from here, it looks like. Bit of a sneak peek of probably the boss door? Yeah, in fact, that's where the quest location is. Okay, yeah, absolutely no idea where we need to go here. This is all completely new. Is that guy gonna turn around there? It looks like it. Take your time. Oh, he's coming here. I don't know how his peripheral vision is, but it seems to work just fine.
We have the edge.
980. Oh, okay. I guess we are higher level now than we used to be. Mana's looking perfectly fine. Wait, that's not... Uh-oh. It's not what I've been doing. Is this still gonna work? It might not. No, that was a mistake. I forgot that I skipped Atantua's turn during turn 1. Phantom Tracer, wait. No, we don't need to do that. Working Nightblade is fine. It's decent damage. You skip. You Blizz. Honestly, I should just give Tantua Blizz. I really should. Although, would it make a big difference? Maybe not. Honestly, if it works, it works. No need to change anything. I'm gonna leap thrust. And I've completely forgot to pay any kind of attention to Giant's Rip drops, but I suppose it's also really not as important anymore. Wow. Killed him even without having to rely on Hulkenberg. No drops this time. I guess even the common drop
I
is
shall
not that common,
strive
huh?
to use this power wisely.
But yeah, I mean, again, there's an basically unlimited number of good towers to fight. And thus a basically unlimited number of ribs to get. So, that's good. Hey, Beetle. Nice. So they have at least 2 in this dungeon. That is awesome. Okay, wow, that guy is traveling with an entourage. I wonder if that matters? Fighting him alongside other enemies would certainly be annoying. That being said, we can pick them off like that. Yeah, enemies will not necessarily aggro together. Enemies that patrol together don't aggro together. Okay, we managed to confuse him somehow.
Okay, let's give this all we've got.
That still works. Nightblade. I guess I technically don't need to do that. Just skip. And Blizz. Deep thrust. Silly me. Miss, miss, miss. Ah, he missed. He didn't miss, rather. Oh, he got the better damage anyway, so GG. Wow, this one's actually not cheap. How about we just do bot? What's that damage? Oh, he resisted. And he immediately woke up. Maybe hitting the resistance or... yeah. Maybe hitting a resistant element. Wow, it's woken up immediately. It has a higher likelihood of waking up an enemy. I don't know, I could see that, but it might also not be a thing at all. It probably isn't, really. No, I don't think there's a benefit to not attacking here, so... let's hope we finish him off. This is gonna be close, actually. Although, yeah, with the weakness, should be fine. Although, 230? We've seen better. Maybe she's about to level up? No, wait, she's already leveled up. Never mind. I guess you can still get a worse damage roll, even at a higher level. You're not guaranteed to always deal more damage, of course. That's fair. Wait, that's that path that's going to connect there, and thus ultimately where we want to go, it seems like. So, down to the south here is just unrelated. What was up this way? Some treasure? Presumably? Yes. That seems suspicious.
All right.
Look at that.
Bone Crushers. Needs to be purified. Okay. Bone Crushers probably good against undead, I would say.
All right.
Not bad.
Coral Guard Lance. That sounds good, but again... reduce the damage from being hit by a weakness. Ah, interesting. It's not even at its full strength yet. What? Fortune White Mask. What's that? What type of item even is that? That's the wrong button to press. Wonderful. Please just cancel. Maybe I should just go offline so I cannot accidentally hit that button. I don't know. Sometimes I'm curious, but I never, I almost never press it on purpose anyway. Anyway, I wish it would just show you any new items. Oh. A white mask with a serene expression and the latent potential to make something of oneself can be used as an ingredient in mask experiments? Excuse me? Okay. Apparently that's a thing. Yeah, it's showing like a bone, a tooth, and a feather. So, like ingredients for some sort of talisman or something. But, mask, huh? Okay. So what was this path all along? This is where we came down. I think we already saw Guptaro here, yeah, sure enough. Dead end? Yes. Is he going to come our way? Nope. So, he just turned around. Except, wait. Oh, he's patrolling in a circle, maybe? Not really a circle, but...
We strike first.
Either way. Works for us. I mean... Last time worked out just barely. So let's see if we can make it work again. I think. He has 635 health left. That's a bit more than... But 635 and we have 4 attacks... Yeah, I mean, Stroll and Hulkenberg deal at least 500 damage combined, right? Or about 500? Oh, that's 100? Yeah, okay, easy. Even if Tantarov, obviously, like this, only deals a small amount, but this is going to be 244. I mean, this might not work, actually. We have Heavy Rush to ensure victory here, or honestly, Blizz. Why not just go like that? Oh, and there's a giant's rib. Awesome.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Ridine. One ally recovers 10% of their HP each turn for 3 turns. Yeah. I don't know. Graced Water. Awesome. How? Oh, hey there. It's a pretty large place. Are there any other enemies here? I feel like... Yeah, okay. There was actually an ambush here, but we got him anyway. 840, that's terrible damage. What the heck? Wait, isn't that the worst we've seen by far? Hold on. Yeah, I mean, that's more like it. More than 100 damage extra. That could actually make a difference here. 90, not great. 10. And... Okay, yeah, this is good. Obviously, if it worked last time, it should definitely work this time. Right. 244. I've definitely seen her deal over 250 damage. That's another rip for good measure.
To ever greater heights. Even I had more. Any effort is key.
Wonderful, wonderful. Assassinate. Heavy physical dark damage to one enemy. May one hit kill. Wow. I mean, it's also 16 MP. Of course, it comes without the debuff, but, I mean... For same cost for heavy damage and an extra effect? Possible one-hit kill? I mean, it's probably not something you want to rely on, but I mean, honestly, in a world where you can just freely re-roll until you get lucky? Oh no. Wait, we definitely missed a crawl space here. Yep. Mind Break Hammer, yeah. Matter Break Hammer, Mind Break Hammer, of course. The one against physical barrier, one against magical barrier. Makes sense. Where's this going? This is all... Oh. Oh, green Elementa, you say. Except that one's... Oh no. That's rough. How are we gonna deal with that? Okay, I didn't expect this to lead to the exact same place. Also, enemies are just gonna... Oh, wait. Wait, oh, that's a respawn Cryptaro here. Yikes. I mean, it's not really a yikes, but, you know. Okay, what do we do about this? This is the way forward, too, so... Non-optional encounter, although that... Elementa is probably just gonna run away. Okay, if that's a wind element... If it's... I mean, it looks kind of spooky, almost. As if it's not just a different Elementa, but something more sinister, somehow. It's probably not. But... Maybe it's weak to lightning. That's what I would guess. Based on... Well, only on the fact that the red ones are weak to ice, and the blue ones are weak to fire. So the green ones are probably weak to lightning, and the yellow ones that probably exist to wind. And then maybe there are going to be white and purple ones for light and dark. That would make sense. Okay. Archetype tree. Didn't I mean to have someone inherit something else as well? Well, for the boss fight, yeah. For now, though... Ah, we're not gonna be hitting... Oh, wait. Against an Elementa, this might be trouble. If we can't hit their... if we can't get extra actions. Because we have to kill it in one turn. It's not gonna be stunned and give us a second turn. So... I don't know if we can ensure our victory here. That's a shame, if so. Oh, you can't even inherit a third skill, so... I mean, Kande... Do we possibly have access to synthesis? Yeah, we definitely do. Wait. Wait. Heisme... Gunner... Where's Gunner? Oh god. Up there. Synthesis. Wasn't there... Nope. Why did I think... Oh no, wait. It's called something hammer. What class has that? Magic Knight's Hammer. It's literally called that. Extreme physical electrical damage to one enemy. Oh, okay. And that requires a gunner. That's perfect. Right? Equip. Heisme. Gunner. Yes. Double check. Ah, we had this one. Yeah. Yeah, and the game keeps auto-equipping this one because it has 7 more attack power, but this one has the poison effect and, more importantly, more agility. So there's that. Okay, anyway. So we probably just want to hope that... Well, first of all, that I'm correct about the electricity weakness. And then we just need to get to Hulkenberg's turn and activate that. But on the way there, if we could hit some extra weaknesses, that would be nice. So let's go with
All right.
Kande. Yes, please. I mean, that's gonna be nice against the upcoming boss. Blizz, of course, we want for the Guptaros. Okay. Oh, and I gave him Conde. Right. I mean, this should be good then. Now, the next problem is to actually catch that thing, though. It's most likely just gonna run away. Oh. Or, you know, that guy just literally ambushes us. So, what do we do about that? It's not really a whole lot we can do, unfortunately. I mean, I would love to just kill him. But we can't draw the Elementus' attention without also aggroing this guy. I mean, we can, but then the Elementus is just gonna run away, which, you know, doesn't work. Maybe if we could try to run away, to approach it in such a way that it does not run towards the Guptaro. Like, try to run sideways and approach it from behind and then dodge the Guptaro's attack. And just focus on attacking the Elementa. Oh boy, that sounds like such a pain. And every time we fail, we get drawn into combat with this guy. And we have to try to escape. I mean, honestly, even if we do, I should have just saved beforehand. How stupid of me to not have. That being said, I'm still gonna try to escape. Okay, we got lucky here. The Elementa is still there, for what it's worth. First we heal. Okay, wait.
You've no time for prayers.
Still got it? Okay. It's just in green Elementa. We have not seen this one. But I would be very surprised if this didn't work. Come on. Show me the weakness. There we go. Okay. Oh no. Wait, no. This is fine. Assuming... Yeah, okay, that's definitely fine. This is probably overkill. But I'm not sure we've even seen this attack. Maybe I've used it before. 1700 damage. That should do it. Yep.
Not bad.
Nice. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, that's satisfying. Very satisfying. Okay. Don't worry, Guptaros. I'm just switching back real quick. My god. Quicking back real switch. Yes. Ability to speak deteriorating, as you would expect. Did we not? Oh no, that's the new one. Of course it is. Right. Kind of downgraded from the... Oh no. Nope. No, not this time.
We have the edge.
Downgraded from a purple weapon to a superior blue weapon there. Right. Anyway, Nope, never mind. I kept Blizz because I'm smart. Sometimes. Still not running out of mana. In fact, we're still, like, above half generally. Kinda crazy. Okay, HP check. 657, that's a lot. You know what? Just for fun. That's a lot of damage. That's a nice crit. Kind of unnecessary, but I will take it. Okay. That's just a respawn guy. Okay. And I suppose we're basically done. Where was the gold beetle? It's up there. Okay. I see. Yeah. So we head back up. Which brings us basically... Oh, never mind. I swear we had Oh yeah, okay, it's actually the corridor next door. Never mind. We had seen the door leading to the boss room, but that was not from here. This is the corridor straight back to the entrance. Right, which also open up this. And that is the way to the boss. But of course along here there has to be a crawl space somewhere. Hello. I know there's a boss there. Yes, thank you. A very necessary... Hey there. Hint. Thanks for the gold beetle, thanks for the free mimic. Okay. Now, make sure we're properly prepared. I think our mana levels should be fine. If we haven't managed to exhaust our mana in all these fights leading up to this place, then surely half of it is going to be enough for the final combat. I'm just making extra sure that I'm not being silly and leaving any treasures behind. Well, none that I can see. None that in any places that we have seen. I guess it's theoretically possible that there are crawl spaces leading to rooms that just aren't showing up on the map yet. But I will be running through this place a couple more times, I think, after this boss fight that we're about to do. It's maybe not the most convenient place to farm, but I can do a little bit. Yeah, anyway, I'm not seeing anything, but maybe... I'm definitely going to try to keep my eyes open as I run through this place again. But we want to ensure that we're prepared as well as we can be. So, we have Hama and we have Cyclo, which is all we need, really. I forget what we had here in this place, but... Oh, nothing, because I wasn't making use of all of my possible spell slots, so that's fine. We would theoretically have access to this if we had a Seeker, Mage, or Healer. Stroll... Well, what can he do, really? Not that much. We could make him a Mage. Yeah, in fact, why don't we, actually? Wizard, even. Which, unfortunately, does not give him a whole lot to work with. Dang it. Yeah, so we would need Wind and Holy, of course, both of which we would have to inherit, which is suboptimal. He hasn't made any progress in Healer at all. I mean, I could just make him Mage. Wait, but does that even make a difference? No. You should still have the same amount of inheritance slots. Just need to inherit. For her... Yeah, she doesn't have any of either of those abilities either. Nor does he. What was my plan? I guess I hadn't really made a full-on plan. I just said that I was going to figure something out later, and now is later, so... Wait, but can she not inherit enough? No, it's only one slot. Okay, never mind. Which of her classes... Okay, that could inherit two. This one could inherit two. Is her own rank so low that she can only inherit a single skill? I guess so, huh? Interesting. I guess I should have maybe done another event with her. Get 3 with the merchant, but that's not the play, I don't think. Well, I mean... we switched him to wizard, right. Okay, hold on. Let's... Ah, he only has 1. Dang it. How about healer? Okay, healer has plenty, so... And Hammer by default, of course. Okay, switch him to healer then. Right? Wait. Synthesis, Mahammer. Weak light damage to all enemies. What's even my goal here? I guess ultimately, I really just need everyone to have those elements available. We're not going to be able to have the advanced version of the spells at all. And hitting the weaknesses is not even going to be that useful, because we're not getting the extra turns. Making everyone a spellcaster isn't a terrible idea, though, just because then everyone can be in the back row. So why don't we just go with all healers? Just literally all healers? Well, and one mage. And then... yeah, you're still... wait. Oh, I made him mage. Yeah, of course. No, never mind. Well, we're gonna be all healers, literally. Medium light damage to all enemies. Which is probably not even necessary, because we want to hit single targets. We're going to be facing 2 enemies, right? That's what we expect anyway. The Lich and its Chimera pet. So we just want to make sure that we have wind, single target for the Chimera to take that one out first, and then some form of light damage. But ideally, of course, we would have some sort of... oh, was it the Pugilist that had this amazing... yeah, energy ray, there we go. Heavy physical damage. It only inherits 1, though, because... I guess we haven't... yeah, we only have, like, rank 3 with Katharina. Dang it. It doesn't quite work out perfectly. But honestly, I like the idea of having energy ray. So... why don't we switch her... wait, hold on. Pugilist. I haven't even used this one yet. There you go. Health font. Yeah, wait, this is perfect, of course. I'm silly. We just need to give her... wind? Yes. We don't have a stronger wind damage spell. So that should do it. And then, of course, against the Lich, we can actually use the synthesis skill. Perfect. Right? Okay, just making sure that everyone else is actually prepared, which we're not at all.
Alright.
I want Psych. What else do we want? I mean, I guess I might as well give him Steel, just in case there is something to steal. Which is, of course, not ideal. Sleep Shot. I mean, honestly, I don't know that we need anything else. He's obviously perfectly prepared. He is not prepared at all, never mind. So we want to give him Psych as well. Yes, please. And, I mean, that should also be it. Suppose we could unlock any passives that might be worthwhile. Physical skill attack by 10%. I mean, that seems like a useful thing to just unlock in general. Obviously not on this character necessarily, but that's something we could just equip on any physical archetype that we're gonna use. But it doesn't make a difference now. Same for magic skill attack. I mean, honestly, that is gonna come in handy here. It's expensive, yeah, but also, why not? But that's not something everyone has available, right? aim support, hit rate. Right. No, you know what? I think we're probably absolutely over-prepared at this point. Let us record. How long did I just spend just looking at menus? I don't know. Too long. So we better defeat this boss on the first attempt.
Yep. So?
Absolutely. Did I heal everybody? I think I might not have, but I think we're
So
probably good.
apparently,
It would seem this is our ghost. Certainly uglier than I would have expected of an ordinary lost soul. No wonder people get spooked by it. Well, I suppose if it really is just another monster, then we ought to be able to take it down. We cannot allow its transgressions to go unpunished. This stops here.
incoming.
Yes. Like, also, didn't that guy... I completely forgot about it until just now, but didn't that person near the beginning of the dungeon mention other ghosts around here that we needed to look out for because they were... they would summon more enemies mid-fight? Or was that referring to those undead that we were one-shotting? I mean, those weren't ghosts, though. Those were just skeletons. Either way, I suppose it doesn't really matter. Also, this guy does not have any chimera or otherwise companions with it, so not sure what that was all about. I guess we're gonna go with Tama. Suppose... Yeah, we know about his weakness because... Ooh, but it does have a rare drop, though. Hold on. You know I have to. Fulmin Road. Okay, that's a... Wait, what did I say? Road? Fulmin Rod. Right? Anyway. That should be a rod that increases lightning damage, of course. Anyway, we have Hamon. That's what we want to do. Synthesis is just... that. Magical injection... Yeah, okay. That's not useful here, probably. Medium magic light damage to all. Again. Multi-target skills shouldn't matter here. That, however, should. Okay, and... I guess... with you, we just want to pass, so we can use the Super Energy Ray. You have 3 options for it. Wait, it costs 100 HP. Ah, okay. Well, in that case, it doesn't really matter, does it? I guess technically, Atantu has the highest magic. Also, I forgot to put Stroll in the back row, but surely that's not gonna be a problem. Okay, 1000 damage. Soul Cry. Gain 2 turn icons. Summon! Okay. Jayamahan! Ah, it heals him. Okay, I see. So, unfortunately, we have to deal with this thing, and everything we did up to this point was completely pointless. That is a shame. But we stole. This one doesn't have any drops. Apparently. We know it's weak to wind. Well then. Let's see how strong this thing is. Wait, what? Wait, what? It was weak and we dealt, what, 20 or 30 something damage? That's a joke, right? That was normal-ish damage. Is Heismei's magic stat really that low? So low as to reduce the damage he deals to such an absolutely comically low number? I guess the stats really do make that big of a difference, huh? I mean, I shouldn't be so surprised, but I still am somehow. Weird. Okay. Well, in that case... Okay, that was better. Weird. Hyper. It's concentrating. Fire breath. Okay. And surely he's not going to summon a second Kaimenza after this one is dead, right? I mean... surely the Kaimenza is just gonna keep healing. I mean, I feel like it's almost not worth doing this. For 25 damage, what the heck? I guess we must be, like, there must be a certain threshold where if you're underneath that, you're doing significantly less damage. Like, it can't be just a, you know, a linear kind of curve. Surely it's, you know, if you're, I don't know, your magical attack compared to the enemy's magical defense is, you know, below a certain value. You're just dealing a fraction of the damage you normally would. Otherwise, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, in that case, I should have Heismay just use items, I guess, or just pass his turn to someone else. In fact, that's what I should be doing if I'm not gaining any extra turns anyway. I guess his damage is just barely okay. It's better than using an item, at least. But still, we're whittling down this thing so slowly. Holy crap. I could try using Crushing Fist and see if that deals better damage. Medium physical strike damage. Let's see. It's basically the same, but it does cost health, so... okay, that's a weakness and he's dead. Wonderful. He's concentrating on what, exactly? Well, this is not going amazingly, I would say. Really what I should have been doing is just have Heismay heal, honestly. If he's basically not providing any damage. I mean, okay, let's see if we can still make this work somehow. Revival Medicine... yeah. And the problem is I really need to have him deal damage to the Kaimenza, because he's the only one dealing any significant damage to this thing. Needless to say, this fight would be basically trivial if it weren't bad weather, but I suppose we have been getting significantly better rewards for everything up to this point, and we're gonna be getting better rewards for this boss fight as well, if we can defeat it. Thanks to those, thanks to the weather, so I can't really be complaining too much. Let's use an expensive medicine. Yeah, on Mockingbird, of course. Mudodyne, wonderful. Wait, what? Okay, well, yeah, this is going great. Just wonderful. Right, we use Psych? No. You know what? We actually use Spirit Dust? No. Fairy Dust? 50, Great Fairy Dust for 100? I'm gonna be super cheap and just go for a moderate amount of healing here. It's concentrating again. It's 99 more damage. Okay. We're checking out this thing now, at least. So that's good. We don't know its hit points yet, but... or still, but, you know, that's fine. You know what? You actually use another Fairy Dust. You're hopefully killing that Kaimanza. Yes, good. Okay. And you can start dealing damage to the stupid Lich. Soul Cry. Wait. Okay. I was gonna say, if he immediately summons again, I'm going to do something, I don't know. Synthesis? Cannot synthesis with a status ailment. Right, of course not. How silly of me. Okay, he's weak to that, and she killed herself because of the status ailment. Gotcha. In that case... Defend it. Yikes. It's fine. We will recover. Urodyne. Okay, he's not dead, but... Okay, never mind. We're good. It's fine. Recovered from Hex, thank you. You can't... Well, you can do this, but... How pathetic is Yohama? You know what? We're going to... have you heal yourself. You are going to... I should revive. But I'm gonna do that via spell. Well, yeah, okay, never mind. That's 15 damage. That's just ridiculous. I guess part of the problem is that we're all clerics, and thus we're literally all weak to dark damage. I think I stepped right into that trap as well. The game specifically warned about it, and I completely ignored the weaknesses on the archetypes. So I should have switched to anything else, basically, as long as it had, you know, at least 2 inheritance slots to allow me to equip both wind and light damage. But of course then I also completely ignored the stats, or like significantly underestimated what kind of difference they would make. Apparently it's a huge difference. I mean, now I know. But it's a bit too late for that realization. And we cannot even use these because we are not healthy enough. So of course not. Oh no, it's not even his turn. Come on. If I pass, it's gonna be him. Okay, good. Which means we can... actually get everybody almost full. But he's just going to hit us with a multi... Well, not quite. But... okay. We need to heal... Hex, was it? No! We don't want her turn now. We needed to heal her first. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, I mean, I would have been screwed either way. I needed to either heal her... I needed to both heal her and cure her Hex. So... tough luck. Heal yourself. You basically don't need to do anything, because it doesn't matter. That's so sad. Pass your turn to someone who can do something more. Hey, we can actually deal some damage to the guy. Wow. Amazing. I really want to land that super light beam. Which I guess I can do now, for what it's worth. Hey, awesome. Super Energy Ray. I guess it doesn't matter who we team up with, probably. And we miss. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Alright. Try that again, shall we? Okay, 800 damage. Not as good as I hoped. Okay, it's fine, honestly. It's also fine. In fact, yeah, I'm just gonna... Wait. Medicine? No, expensive medicine. Regular medicine is just for out of combat, I suppose. Yeah, I think we do come on, and we're gonna have you skip, and we're gonna have you do another Super Energy Ray, which is not as super as you would hope, but surely... Oh. Uh-oh. Wait. No, you don't. This is actually absurd. How many revival items have I used? More than I... in this single fight than I did in the entire game up to this point, right? I mean, it's fair. I've barely been using any, but... come on. I guess I'm gonna use one of these. Yep. Still don't know his health, do we? The thing is, I don't know if this is even winnable at this point. We might just be trapped in an endless cycle here. I don't think I can finish him off in one more attack, although it's close. But I'm also not sure... I mean, I'm sure that we're just gonna die. Right. I basically have to heal myself. Or revive another character, but... either way, someone's going to die. So I think this is just GG, unless this kills somehow. Which it did. Wow, okay. That is absurd. We get another Hanged Man White Mask. Okay.
Okay.
Wow, this is horrible. And also, dead characters actually do not get experience. Wow, this is super rough.
Not bad at all.
Oh man, I'm so tempted to just reload and redo this fight. On the other hand, the biggest problem really is the stupid weather. I guess I underestimated how bad that could be for the boss fight specifically, after it was absolutely no problem whatsoever for even the theoretically tough Guptaro enemies. I guess I'm still gonna keep increasing strength only. Wow. Well, I mean, that was by far the hardest boss, the hardest fight in this game so far. And yeah, I blame only the bad weather mechanic. Something to keep in mind, I suppose. Probably not... I mean, if anything, that teaches me that I should probably start paying attention to that from now on. And make sure to basically explore new dungeons only with good weather. Unless I feel pretty confident that I'm very overleveled. But I suppose I would have assumed that I was. If I had been thinking about that. And if I hadn't been as overleveled as I may have been, this would not have even worked out as well as it did. But yeah. Probably save bad weather expeditions for dungeons that we're just going to revisit for grinding purposes. But yeah, otherwise it might just not be worth it. Not worth the extra trouble. That ghost won't be haunting anything else. Yeah, that ghost is dead now.
Yes.
None shall ever fall prey to that beast ever again.
Now then.
Well, our business here is concluded. Shall we head back? I think we're actually completely done here, and I mean, I'm obviously going to end this episode here, which has become extra super long.
Say,
Right.
But I might stick around a little bit more off camera. I also want to make sure that I actually did explore everything, but yeah, okay, this was just a dead end, as has pretty much always been the case. Huh. Interestingly, I don't see any... Oh, wait, no. I don't see any red dots, because the Guptaras all have turned into yellow dots at this point. That's certainly interesting. Did Atantul level up? Oh, he did, of course. He's level 32 now, and that's enough. I guess at this point the Guptaras are only 3 levels above us, which I guess is the break-off for them no longer being considered red, but yellow now. Okay. We'll see what kind of difference that makes. Probably no real practical difference, because we're still not going to be one-shotting them, of course. Still going to have to fight them normally. Maybe they're going to be easier to stagger now, for what it's worth. Well, anyway, I'll find that out, depending on how much longer I actually do stick around here, because we also managed to almost run out of MP. I didn't even notice that. That would have been hilarious if we ended up actually unable to cast that final spell. I mean, it was a pure miracle that it was actually just enough damage. I can only assume that it was barely enough to finish off the enemy. If that had not worked, we would have just lost there. Which wouldn't have been that bad, because then I could have actually, you know, went for a better party composition without literally everyone being weak to the only spell the boss kept spamming. That would have helped tremendously. But also that would have added even more duration to the video, which is already too long. So I guess ultimately, even though it was extremely costly, I'm glad that we were able to at least still win that attempt and not have to start over. Even though that would have obviously... Well, it would have been a better victory for sure, but, you know, a victory is a victory, as they say, as ugly as it may be in this case. Either way, enough rambling. We are going to move on, keep traveling next time. I'm going to spend some more time grinding in here, and I'll see you next time. Wait, oh god, I'm messing up my outro. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this train wreck somehow. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye bye.